Hey, I hope everyone is doing well. I kind of an odd time. Uh, we yeah, it's kind of an odd time. But I wanted to touch base with everyone and share with you just a little bit and let you know some stuff that I'm gonna try over the next few weeks because it honestly it seems like this is gonna be our normal for a little while. I don't know what it's like for everyone at work, if you're doing a lot of working from home, or what exactly that looks like. I know there's people like my wife. There will be no quarantining going on. They get to dispense drugs to people regardless of what's going on. Where I'm on the exact opposite end, and when your whole job is meeting with people, and all of a sudden you can't meet with people, this becomes typically what I do. So I've been on Facebook more than I've ever been on in the last few days, which is it's just odd. But so I wanted to send everyone just kind of a blanket video, just to ask a few questions, and then I wanted to try something to try and help really keep East connected over the next again however long this lasts. But it seems like we're in it for the long haul now. So the first thing I wanted to ask for a lot of you who are leading groups right now, and I plan on reaching out individually also. But I just wanted to ask if you have a plan for, okay, what is your group going to do? Are you still going to meet? Because preferably, I would love if we still met. So if so, how are we meeting, like virtually? And then how can we help resource that if need be, or what you want to do? But I would love to still see some continued meeting and just some continued connection through that. I think, especially in times like this, your groups and the connections you have are so important. Because, yeah, we're trying to do online services, but that's once a week for an hour. Like, now more than ever, when people are as isolated as we are, like, we need to have some sort of weekly connection with people. So I think the groups right now are just so vital. Whether that's a text, FaceTime, Zoom, phone call, whatever it is, I just think that's so pivotal. So I wanted to ask, are you still planning to meet? And then how are you doing that? And then how can we help? So those questions. But then the other thing, I wanted to reach out and I want to give this a shot. So every Thursday at noon, what we have done for the last year, somewhere around there, is we had opened up the East location, and for the noon hour, we just had a prayer time. We just had we had music going, we had our auditorium open, and it was just a time that anyone was welcome to come pray. And I still want to do something like that, but obviously we can't open up the building and say, hey, everyone, just show up. So I've been trying to think of how we do that virtually. So tomorrow, I think we're going to try something over Facebook, is what I'm guessing we're going to do. But what I am asking from everyone here is, if you'd willing, I want to test something just to see how good it is, frankly. And if it's terrible, I'm sorry. I want to try it. So I was looking for different apps. The prayer team used some apps a couple years ago to help just like connect everyone. You'd put these prayer requests in and everything. But there's one that I found that I personally I really like, and it seems like it's really easy to use. But it's called Pray Together. It looks like this, if you can see it. Not all of you will have that picture of myself and my child. That's mine. I don't know if you can see it. I really hope so. But it's called Pray Together, and you can make everything public. You can make everything private. You can set up prayer events. You can set up prayer groups. And what I would like to do is set up a Fountain Springs prayer group that we could all be a part of and praying for. So what I'm asking you to do, and I will say this, it costs 99 cents a month. So I'm just asking if you'd be willing to put a couple dollars towards trying this over the next month or so. I just think we need a really accessible way to be able to pray with one another. And I know there's a lot of us that are really connected at church through groups, through serving, just through friendships. But I know there's a lot of people also who just aren't. And so I'll even say in this group, I think there's going to be a lot of people who are really connected still. But then I know there's going to be a lot of people who aren't, because there's probably a lot of you are like me, where you're more introverted. So when you're told to quarantine yourself and socially distance, you're like, great, that means I'll socially isolate. And you start talking to almost nobody. And as much as that's the comfort zone, I don't want to let us get there, especially as a whole church. There's 800 people that were going to Fountain Springs East that I don't just want to all of a sudden disconnect from. And so I want to really, we're just going to try a bunch of stuff. So if you guys have anything that you're like, hey, we use this app or this thing and it works great, please tell me. Because anything we could do to continue to stay connected. But if you would be willing to try this Pray Together app, just send me a text or an email or invite me, add me as your friend on here. But I really just want to see if this works. Because again, I would love for all those people who aren't really connected, or just really anyone that's at East, that was going to East, continue to have all the accessibility that a church community should have. Still have that. So if you would send that, and feel free to ask any questions. I'm still trying to figure it all out, but I want you guys to help me test to see if it's good or not, frankly. And if it's not, then we'll try something different. But if it is, I would love for everyone to be able to use it. But I've been thinking about you guys a lot. This is, again, it's odd. It's a bummer. I hope you're doing well. I hope I get to talk to you all soon. Try and find a way to connect somehow, virtually or whatever it looks like. But I'm praying for you. I love you guys. I hope you're doing well and you're safe. And we will talk to you soon.